promised, I am doing a super deep dive into the holiday makeup sets, value sets, gift sets at Sephora for the 2025 holiday season. I feel like I've been training for this for years. I've been doing this for 6 or 7 years. I've been able to watch the market over the holiday seasons and see which sets sell out, which brands tend to launch what, which brands have good values, which brands reduce their quality during the holidays. There are certain brands that I watch out for that are my favorites. And this is going to be a multi-part series because there's quite literally hundreds of gift sets already hitting the market right now. So the general trend, September, October is when these value sets are going to drop. End of October, November, December is when the sales begin and is when you'd be able to potentially get a discount before they sell out. And I can tell you which ones are more likely to sell out. I can tell you which ones have good quality products. We're just gonna do the whole deep dive in it today if you don't know where to start. So to keep it organized, I'm focusing a lot by brand. So make sure you use the description box where I will have everything organized by brand that I'm going to be talking about today. And some of these I've already reviewed on my channel, so if you want deep dives on those, they're there and available for you. Something to keep in mind when I'm talking about gift sets and these value sets, I'm not necessarily counting how much fluid ounces is in a product versus in a gift set and seeing which one is the better value. I'm more so talking about the experience, the packaging, and the quality products that they put inside, whether or not I think as a whole it is worth the experience and spending money on the experience, because that is the beauty in these gift sets. It goes beyond what you are getting and it's a whole experience with the packaging, with opening it, with the colors there. It's a great way to try a variety of products without spending as much money all at once. So that's what these sets especially are like. We're going to start off with the Sephora favorite sets this year. Now, I've already done a deep dive on my channel, so I have a full-blown video on that, so I'm not going to go too in-depth because you've seen these before, but we'll start off with the Sephora Favorites Holiday Must-Haves Value Sets. Now, this features 14 items like Danessa Myricks, YSL, Makeup by Mario, and more, including makeup, skincare, hair care, and fragrance products. So this goes across all categories of Sephora and is supposedly their best sellers. I think this is one of the better ones this year. This is $69 with a $229 value. Now, when it comes to these Sephora favorite sets, when you want to go for them or why you want to go for them is because you want to try a lot of products without breaking the bank all at once. This allows you to leave Sephora with 14 products for $69 before you're even getting a discount on it. These do tend to sell out pretty quickly during the Sephora savings event, so do keep that in mind. It's like you want to be up at midnight and order these because when they're gone, they're gone. They're truly limited edition. They don't restock. But of the new holiday ones, I think this one is probably my favorite this year. It also comes with a nice bag that you can reuse as well. So I do like this one. I think overall this year's were a little bit more disappointing to me, but this one is a good one. The next Sephora favorite sets that we have is the Glitz and Glam Makeup Value Set. This is $49 with a $136 value. This includes 10 products, and we have hair products, makeup products, and a skincare product or two in there. The theme behind this is glitzy and glammy, so the look that you're going to get with this is more heavy coverage. There's glitter eye product, there's false lashes, so just envision that. Generally speaking though, I don't really recommend this one. I don't like the products in this one, so I personally don't think that this one is worth it. Cozy and Clean Makeup Value Set. I tend to really enjoy the clean value sets that they do every year. This is $54 and it has a $158 value. You're getting 9 items in here and all of these are pretty good. I enjoy most of the products in here, so if the products interest you and you think you'd use them, I would say that this Cozy and Clean set is worth it. I'm trying to go through these fast, I promise. Then from the Sephora favorite sets, we have the Holiday Lip Value Set. Now, this one has 10 different products ranging from lip liner, lip plumper, lip gloss. I personally don't recommend this one. It's $52 with a $148 value. All of the colors kind of look similar and it's a very glossy kit. It's like everything in here is super duper glossy. When I'm getting a whole value lip set, I would have hoped that there would have been a little bit more variety in the lip products, but unfortunately there was not. This is probably my the Glitz and Glam I did not like at all, but this is close behind. That I don't like this one. I don't personally recommend it, but again, take a closer look at my video if you want the details as to why. Also, that might be of interest to you, this one's already sold out, honestly, and it's only going to be available in stores if you're lucky. That's how popular this one is. This is the 25 Days of Beauty Must-Haves Advent Calendar. I did a full video dedicated to this. The sizes in here are teeny, teeny, tiny, you guys. This $99 advent calendar has a value of $269, and I just don't see how that is true. I personally was not really pleased with this advent calendar. Everything was too many. Now, for the products alone, I wouldn't recommend this. I would say it's not a good value. Of course, with an advent calendar, part of what you're paying for as well is for the experience of opening it. So if you're truly purchasing this for somebody to use as an advent calendar, you're paying for that experience, and that makes it a little bit more worth it. But I'm telling you right now, the products that you get inside are not worth it. They're so tiny. Now, Sephora Favorites, if you click on the Sephora Favorites on the website, there are so many other holiday sets that I'm not mentioning. I'm just mentioning the most popular and talked about ones. There's lots of fragrance ones, skincare ones, hair care ones for men as well. But I did want to talk about one of my favorite fragrance sets. So this is the Holiday Perfume Sampler Set with redeemable voucher. So it's $98. It apparently has a $169 value. But what is cool about this is you are getting 20 sample size fragrances. And normally what I do with this is I'll put it in a little Ziploc bag and I'll take these with me to travel. But you're getting 20 different fragrances to smell. And then there's a voucher inside the bag. And when you decide your favorite one, you take it into store and you get a free full-size perfume, which I think is pretty awesome. Go for the more expensive perfume. But I'm taking a look here. There's the Paradox Prada, which smells pretty good. Kiehl Vanilla 28 is one of my favorites. Glossier U is very popular. Flower Bomb from Viktor Rolf. Classic Black Opium from YSL. Daisy Wild from Marc Jacobs is nice. There is a lot of I love Afternoon Delight by Replica. I always think that this is a great gift for others as well because you get them a variety of scents and then they get to exchange that voucher for a full-size perfume. So I think this one is always a really fun one. They have a couple other fragrance ones which have similar deals, but I wanted to share that one. But again, the Sephora favorite sets, there's a lot more available if you want to look, but those are typically the most talked about. So let's move into the actual makeup brands and the sets that they have out at Sephora right now. And I mean, this is subject to change. These brands might be launching more for all we know, but let's talk about the sets available at Nars. I'm not talking about like the actual makeup launches, like the cheek palette, for example. This is a sets video. So the first one that we have from Nars is the Mini Multiple Soft Blur Blush Stick Set for cheeks, eyes, and lips. This is a new reformulation from Nars. It's $45 with a $60 value. You get 3 different shades of their multi-sticks: Fling, Orgasm Craze, and Dolce Vita. I personally am picking this up because I will admit I've never tried this formula, so I can't tell you whether or not I recommend it, but as somebody who wants to try this formula, I think it's amazing that I get to get 3 different colors without having to purchase a full-size single one. So I'm really excited about this. This is a set that I have my eye on. I've heard mixed things about this formula, so we will see, but I'm really excited about this set because it's a new item. And normally, it's a little boring to get the same item in just different colors, but I think with a product like this where it is so multifunctional, I'm excited for this. I wish the shades were a little bit more different from one another, but I plan on picking this one up. Nars also has this Line and Shine Lip Duo. $25 for Nars is pretty good. It has a $42 value. Now, what I like about this is there's 2 different colors available. There's Rosebud Lip Liner and Orgasm Lip Shine. And then the deeper one, I'd assume for deeper complexion, has Spunk Lip Liner and Nympho Lip Shine. So just so you know, the lip shine is mini, but it looks like the lip liner is full size. Unfortunately, I probably wouldn't recommend this. I think there's a lot better quality lip sets that you can get for the holidays. So this one is a pass for me. It's going on that worst list of sets that I would not recommend, but that multi-stick one is exciting to me. All right, let's see what Makeup Forever is working with. This is their 3rd year doing this. The very first year it sold out so quickly. The mini artist color lip pencil sets. So these have the best-selling artist color pencils from Makeup Forever in 5 different shades, $39 with a $62 value. I am a 2-year in a row purchaser. I loved this set in the past. It's not always these colors. So this year the theme is that these are to be used as lip pencils, even though this formula can be used all over the face. So you get Boundless Berry, Wherever Walnut, Limitless Brown, Anywhere Caffeine, and Endless Cacao. And I will say those are easily the most popular lip liner colors. So if you like this product for a lip liner and you want to try these shades that everybody uses in their lip combos, because everybody uses these lip liners, I think that this is a fabulous set. I feel like I've gotten these shades multiple times in previous sets, so it's something that I personally wouldn't want, but if you use these often and you're looking for the more like contoury lip kind of shades, I think you will really enjoy this, and I think that this is a fabulous set. You get those five different colors. Now they also have an ornament style little package here. The mini artist color lip pencils and Super Boost gloss trio. Now this is only $29, so it's not going to break the bank. They say it's a $51 value. So this comes with a clear Super Boost lip gloss and then two mini artist color pencils. Personally, I think this lip gloss is such an overrated formula. I do not like it. Now the 2 lip liner colors that you get are Wherever Walnut and Limitless Brown. Both of those you can get in the previous kit that I just mentioned. Personally, I wouldn't recommend this set. I don't like the gloss formula. I would get the other one if you're kind of between the two. I know they're different price points, but this as a set does not excite me. I don't think it's a super amazing value. One Size has a couple of sets. So the first one is the Until Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray, and it's a big and bitty duo. So it's $36 with a $52 value, and you get a full-size Until Dawn setting spray and a mini one that you can take with you to go. If you love this setting spray, then I would recommend it. I think it's great to get the 2 different sizes. However, I mean, don't buy this if it's your first time trying it, because it's a lot of product. This is for the fans of this setting spray, so I think it's nice that they're offering that. Now this one I really think is nice as well. I don't know if you need 2 colored powders, but this is the Ultimate Blurring Setting Powder Blurred and Bright Travel Duo. So it's going to come with one more skin tone kind of shade powder and then one meant to brighten. I do like that there's 2 different shades. So the first one is translucent and ultra pink, which is going to be obviously for light to medium, and then for medium to deep you have the colors Deep Dark and Rich Peach. These are both mini sized powders and it's only $25, which is not bad. I personally don't really layer colors, but if you do, this is nice, I guess. I don't think the 2 shades is necessary. That being said, it's a nice powder. It's a little bit more hefty, and I think $25 is really nice. And I guess cool. You would rather get 2 color powders in smaller sizes than having to pay full price for both. So if that's something you want to add to your makeup routine, then these are nice. But again, you have to like the product in order for these to be worth it. And for my dry skin, these are good, but they definitely don't cater the best to dry skin. Now, Fenty Beauty, they have a lot of different sets. Remember, they also have their hair care brand and their fragrance and body brand. So there's a lot of options. And honestly, I think it's a bit too much and it's a bit overwhelming. I chose a few to talk about here today. So we'll get started with the one that I personally think is the best, that I personally will be picking up, even though I have such a large makeup collection. This is a Glossy Posse 3-piece lip luminizer set for $45. It has a $72 value. And I believe all of these are full size, but you have 2 limited edition Gloss Bomb Stacks lip luminizers, which is their classic viral lip gloss formulation. You can see which ones the stacks are. You get the lip luminizer in Fenty Glow Fantasy, the Sugar Plums one, and then the spiked hot chocolate. How fun does that sound? Fenty normally does every year something cool with their lip luminizers, and for me, it's this year. I'm really excited for this one. I definitely recommend it. The next one that they have, they always do a vault of sorts. So if you are into like getting a whole collection or giving a whole collection, we have the Gloss Bomb Vault, which is $150 with a $238 value. Now, it's not necessarily a good value. You're getting a lot of shades of the same formula, but these are always fun to get, always fun to treat yourself because you get it in the fun packaging, and yes, you do save some money. In this one, you actually have a couple of different formulas. You get a couple of the Gloss Bomb sticks, and then you get the heat finish and the ice finish as well in multiple shades. We have Is It Fussy, Burgundy Bang, Sweet Mouth, Golden Honey, Taffy Tease, Pretty Please, and Riri, Hot Cherry, Fenty Glow Heat, and Cold Hearted. So there's a lot of different shades that you get from this one. This one is always a fun one. It's not always a necessary one, but I wanted to mention that they are coming out with another one of these this year. Now here's where we get into some of the more boring ones, if you will, like Fenty's Finest 3-piece face, eye, and lip kit. This is $35 with a $59 value. And in it, you get a mini mascara, mini diamond veil, and gloss bomb stick. Now, the reason that I'm mentioning it is because I like all 3 of these formulas. I find the mascara to be really volumizing. They're known for the all-over diamond bomb veil, and I do like the gloss bomb stick. But it's just... It's nice, $35 and really good formulas. It's not the most exciting for me, but these are all good formulas and staples to the brand. So that's kind of why I'm talking about it. They also have these lined and luminized 2-piece lip sets, which I almost didn't talk about, but I think the color is really gorgeous. This is $24 with a $42 value. You get a full-size lip liner and then a gloss bomb, and their lip liners are really slick. I find them difficult to apply, but they are one of the longest lasting in the market in the shade Riri, which is a really nice bold but not too bold berry lip color. And then the gloss bomb Grape Splash is just stunning. I mean, it's a new shade, so that's why I'm mentioning it. You get that new shade. I wouldn't say you have to run out and get it. I like that first set from Fenty that I talked about more, but I wanted to show you that one because there is a new lip shade in there. Now this one, I'm such a huge fan of the lip oils from the Fenty skin line, so I wanted to talk about this because it just sounds delicious. The Chocolate Treats Lip Luminizer and Lip Oil Duo for $25. There's not even a value on the website, so you're probably not getting a good value, but these are chocolate-inspired scents and shades. And I'm excited about this cacao Fenty Skin Lip Oil. And then, of course, you also get that lip luminizer in hot chocolate, which is really beautiful for the fall. Now, that one is a mini for the lip luminizer, so keep that in mind. So, again, they're saying this is $35% savings, actually, on this photo. So it looks like you are saving a little bit of money, but if you like a brown lip for the fall, I definitely recommend looking into this one. I told you there is also Fenty Hair, which I think is underrated. So I wanted to mention this one if you have wavy or curly hair like me, the Rich Curls 3-piece curl defining hair gift set, because you'll see the Home Curl Defining Cream is one of my absolute favorite curl creams. It defines my hair without weighing my hair down, as well as, you know, with wavy and curly hair, the hair tends to get drier. So there's also a moisture-rich deep conditioner and then the moisture repair shampoo. Why am I struggling to say that? So the Home Curl Cream, which is the best product if you ask me, is full size. And the other 2 are both mini. And I don't know, if you're looking for a new curly hair routine, I do recommend this. So I'm recommending this. because I like the product in here. $48 with a $63 value. And if you haven't tried Fenty hair yet, they do have a lot of products that I really, really love. Same thing with, I feel like, Fenty skin being underrated. This is my favorite set from them, the Skincare Lovers Cleanser, Toner, SPF, Moisturizer, Collector's Case. Just everything in here is a product that I love. Currently in my skincare lineup, I am using the Total Cleanser, and I use it to help remove my makeup, and then I'll go in with a regular cleanser after that. This doesn't leave any residue behind. There's also a mini fat water, which is like a toner that's very hydrating and thick. I like it. And then the Fenty Visor is also pretty nice. So if you've been wanting to try Fenty Skin, I think that this one has a nice array of products. It's not a must-have, and you know there's going to be ample skincare sets from so many different brands, so this probably isn't even a top contender, but I wanted to mention it. All right, let's talk ABH, who I think has some pretty underwhelming bad sets this year. So these are ones I personally don't recommend. So we'll start off with the Mini Velvet Lips Lip Velvet Duo for $25. In it, you get 2 mini velvet lip shades in the shades Pure Hollywood and Kiss. I know some people love these because they're extremely long wear. However, if you don't have lip filler or smooth lips, these emphasize the lines in the lips like crazy. And for that reason, I cannot recommend this set. And it's like you get 2 of them and they're mini. No, don't recommend this one personally. Another one that they have, the Mini High Shine Lip Gloss Duo, also $25. They just like threw some things together, I swear. Again, 2 mini lip glosses in the shade Aura and Molten. I mean, the ABH lip gloss formula is nice. They were super popular for a while there, very viral back in the day. But there's, in my opinion, a lot better gloss formulas out there and a lot better gloss sets out there that have cuter packaging and better value. So wouldn't recommend this one. However, brows are a product that you go through like water pretty quickly. So this one might be worth it if you enjoy both of these products, the Ultimate Brow Essentials Kit. I know Benefit might be more popular for brows, but I'm still an ABH girl. And so this will include a full-size Brow Wiz and then also a full-size Brow Wiz Tinted Gel, which is pretty good. Even though I'm not a huge fan of those, this one is a pretty good one, and it offers it in 3 different shades: soft brown, medium brown, and dark brown. So this is a nice set if you need to re-up on your brow products, but generally speaking, ABH's sets kind of boring. We're gonna move into the very heavy hitters, the brands that are known to create the worst quality, in my opinion, holiday launches. Tarte, Too Faced, and Benefit. Be careful of their sets, particularly Tarte and Too Faced. They will reduce their quality for these sets. Now, I've heard in previous years some are better than others. Let's start off with Tarte. This is a set that I would be very wary of. I haven't tried it, but this is where they cut the cost of the quality. The Tarte Kindness Cafe Collector Set. And these are very tempting. They do a good job with the packaging. They make it look like it's gonna be nice. And it's only $59 with a $170 value. It doesn't have that value because they've cut costs with the quality. But that being said, this does have some full-size items in here. So it's coming with 2, honestly, very pretty, I'm not going to lie, eyeshadow palettes. And then you get a full-size Tartelette tubing mascara, a Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump, a Maracuja Juicy Lip, and a Lights Camera Lashes Platinum Mascara. So 4 full-size items. I mean, at $59, that's pretty good with the 2 eyeshadow palettes. And they also break up the kit so that you can gift it to 2 different people if you want, which then actually makes that a good value. But I stand by my case. You have to be careful with their sets because they will cut the cost on quality for these. Like these eyeshadow palettes, I just don't know about. Another set that I saw that they did is the Sweet Indulgences Maracuja Juicy Lip Vault. Gosh, they've really hammered down that Maracuja Juicy Lip line. There's so many different formulas now, I can't even keep track of what's what. I thought that this one was interesting because I'm like getting really hot. It's $49 with a $135 value, and you do get 5 full-size lippies, and they say pretty much the price for 2, you get 3 for free with this one. And each one is kissed with a dessert-inspired holiday scents. So we have sugar cookie, s'mores, strawberry shortcake, coconut cream pie, apple crisp. Okay, that does sound good, but anyways, these products are nice, but they're all just so glossy. But this is a good value, I'm not gonna lie. But the colors look very close to one another, I do have to say. And then the last one that I'm talking about, Tarte has more. They normally just overload the whole space with all of their sets. The Little Treats Maracuja Juicy Lip Trio. So this one is in a cute ornament style packaging. Now these are all travel sizes that you get of the Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump, Plumping Lip Oil, and Melt Mask. So these are all going to be very glowy, very hydrating for the lips. I think the Vault is a better value, honestly, if you were to get one, if you're interested. But these are all clear, which that right there would turn me off, which is why I'm not going to recommend it. So just be warned, all clear shades. Now let's move on to Too Faced. I do have a little bit more sets that I want to talk about. Again, I definitely recommend you go look for yourself if you are particularly interested in the Too Faced holiday sets. These are just the ones that I wanted to talk about, which actually is quite a lot. So we have this new Cloud Crush Wit Lip and Cheek Duo Makeup Gift Set, $42 with a $56 value. I just thought this was interesting because this is a brand new product for them and they already have it out in a whole little gift set. So that's fun, and this is a decent formula. It's kind of like K-Beauty inspired. I don't think you need to buy two, so it's not a necessary gift set, but I do think it's interesting that they have this brand new product. And the theme for this year is like enchanted, princessy, so it's kind of fun for all of these. Too Faced always does a good job with their holiday collections regardless. Then we have the Kissing a Jelly Lip Oil Gloss Ornament. It's just $22 for a limited edition packaging. And it's in the shade, what is the shade? Sweet Taffy. So this is limited edition to this set. So that's what's going to make this special. It's going to look clear on the lips. So for the product itself, I don't think that this is a worth it must-have item. I think it could be a cute stocking stuffer for a teenager. These do have a nice shine to them. They do have a nice hydration. This is actually a very popular formula here from Too Faced. But it's very young. Everything about this gives young. Yeah. But if you do like this formula, there is the Kissing Jelly Twice Upon a Time Lip Gloss Duo here for $29 with a $44 value. So the duo shades that we get in here is a limited edition shade, Blue Snow Cone. It's gonna be clear, but it's gonna smell like blue snow cone. They're quite literal here. And then you also get Bubblegum, which is like a glittery pinky shade. These are gonna look similar on the lips. Again, it's good for a teenager. I wouldn't recommend it for an adult. Now we have the Dream a Little Dream makeup gift set, which includes one of their best-selling Cloud Crush blush formulas and another Kissing Jelly lip oil. They really are putting that lip oil in every set. So this is going to come with the most popular shade of the Cloud Crush blush, which I have a difficult time saying, Candy Clouds. With the limited edition lip oil shade, they're really coming out with like limited edition shades with this formula of pink sherbet, which is going to be clear. So if you're buying multiple of the Too Faced sets, you're going to be getting a lot of those Kissing Jelly lip oils. So do keep that in mind. This blush is a decent formula. I don't think it blends out as easily as other formulas, but it's very popular. And like the lip oils are nice to have like one of. I don't know if you need all of them in every single set. I think that sets like these are redundant, and the Better Than Sex mascara, is it even really that good? This is the Lashes Ever After Better Than Sex Mascara Duo for $39 with a $58 value. I mean, hey, if you are a fan of this mascara, this might be something that you're interested in. Personally, I think it's overrated. I always get it for free gift with purchases. So this would be unnecessary for me. For me, it's one of the most unexciting gift sets. And I was only going to talk about sets, but I did want to mention this because I saw it popped up on the website. The Fairy Tale Crush Blush Highlighter Palette for $40. It looks interesting because they have their Cloud Crush formula in here in Super Candy Clouds, which is a real shade. It looks like a glitter cheek color, Interesting, don't know how they're doing a cream blush, but they are, and then another powder blush. This is cute, but this is where I feel a lot of times Too Faced will cut the cost in the formula. So just be careful with that. Warning, wanted to bring that to your attention. Of that trifecta of similar brands, we're talking about Benefit, which I think has the worst lineup of gift sets this year. I do not recommend the Benefit gift sets. They're all so mini and just old products thrown together. I'm gonna talk about 3, but I've skipped so many because they have so many really boring, kind of useless ones. So the big one is the GameCube 24-day makeup advent calendar gift set, $149 with a $292 value. Now remember, with these gift sets, the value goes up because of the added experience of unboxing it. If you're buying it for the products, it probably isn't worth it. It's just meant to be a fun thing. So this has obviously 24 pieces, mixtures of full, mini, and fun sizes. There's things like hair ties and face wipes. There's also a lot of really nice mini cheek what are they, like blushes and bronzers. I really like getting those. Those are fabulous for travel. Like a lot of things that I got from this last year, I used to travel this year because you get items from their skincare line as well that I'd bring with me to travel, but mostly everything is mini. You do get a full-size mascara and a full-size brow setter, which I do love. They put so many mascaras in this set. Product-wise, like I hate you get so many mini mascaras. I like the skincare stuff, but it's from their professional line, so it's pore focus. My favorite things are the cheek products. I think those are incredible to get. So I don't want to ruin the surprise for you. You're gonna have to decide if this is worth it for you. But I will say, I don't love everything in this set. However, I did end up utilizing a lot from what was in last year's set to travel with because they're super cute minis. But keep that in mind, most of these are minis. You're paying $150 for a lot of minis. Value-wise, that's not fantastic, but it's a fun way to really learn your way around the brand. It's their best holiday offer. They also, again, if you use Benefit for your brows, this is a good one from them. The Ring Around a Brow Eyebrow Trio gift sets, $36 with a $68 value. In it, you get full sizes of the iconic brow defining pencil and the finest detailing brow pencil, which is really good to get on the inner parts of the brow. And then you get a mini setting gel. Would have loved for that to have been full size. But regardless, I do think this is a great set if you use these products. And they have a lot of different shades, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 5, more than ABH. This is way better than the ABH one. So for the value, this one is very good. And then the last one I want to talk about is the I Spy 5-piece makeup gift set. This is $40 with a $74 value. Now, this is, I'm talking about it because it was intentionally made to have very mini items. And I love very mini makeup items, but this is $40. You get the miniest little brow setter, Bad Gal Bang mascara, pore primer, which looks like you get 3 squishes from Benetint, and then a nice little cheek duo, which is very cute. This one is not worth it, but I wanted to mention it because I thought it was cute that these are meant to be super duper tiny, but also it's $40. The only products that I really like are the brow setter and the cheek palette. The cheek duo is really nice, but don't do it. And like I said, Benefit has like 10 more sets that are not worth it, are boring, are leftovers, are tiny. Not a brand I'd go to really this year for holiday sets. Let's move on to, I guess, a little bit more skincare-y brands. I'm going to start off with Summer Fridays. Now, you know, they're bridging between makeup and skincare right now, but here are the sets that they have. The first one is a bestseller. This is one that normally sells out, and when it's gone, it's gone. So this is what I'm pressing urgency on if you're interested in the Lip Butter Balms minis. It's $25. You get 4 of the butter balms, which I love. I personally don't think are overhyped, but some people do. These are super tiny and cute to keep in your purse. You get the shades Pink Guava, Vanilla Beige, Sweet Mini, and Cherry. Love this set every year. Recommend it. Love having these at the bottom of my purses, and they do sell out. So there is some urgency here with this one. This one is a good one. But this is the one that shocked me. I didn't know I was going to be so interested in it. We have the Holiday Trio set with lip butter balm and hot cocoa and toasted marshmallow, full size, limited edition. And then you also get that bonus full size jet lag mask. That's full size, correct? It's mini, but the others are full size. And I really like that jet lag mask. It's very, very hydrating. It reminds me a lot of, it's more expensive, but it reminds me a lot of the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Mask. That's what the jet lag reminds me of, but the jet lag is nicer, but of course it's a lot more expensive. Anyways, this is a great set. It's $48 with the $74 value. You get these amazing sounding limited edition flavors. Everything in here is great. I have this one hearted on my Sephora account because I do plan on picking this one up. I love these flavors of the Summer Fridays. So those two kits right there, amazing. So I thought I'd just talk about the other one that they had online. The Dewy Pink set with mini lip butter in pink sugar. So you get that mini, okay, yeah, that was in the name. That was a little redundant. It's $38, $58 value apparently. So you get a mini lip butter balm. I do believe this is a full size. Yes, it is a full size of their new blush butter balms. What shade is this? In Pink Sunset. And then you also get a mini Cloud Dew moisturizer. I haven't tried that product, but I like the blush. It adds like a dewy look to the cheek, like they say. This one's my least favorite of all the sets, but it is a cute little pink set. I'm just mentioning it because I think Summer Fridays did such an amazing job with their other two gifting sets, so keep that in mind. But I like this set, but I like the other two better. Moving on to one of my favorite skincare brands, though I'm only talking about their lip products, Ole Henriksen, because they have a little copycat, I would say, of the Summer Fridays with the Pout Preserves Petite Mini Lip Trio. I like both equally for different reasons. This one is $29. This one you get 3 of the mini Pout Preserve lip treatments, which are also really great. I think these have a little bit more color than the Summer Fridays. So you get Strawberry Sorbet, Citrus Sunshine, and Creme Brulee. I love Creme Brulee. But if you are looking to re-up your lip balm collection to last you for the next few months, this is a great set. And I can see this one selling out because this one is also extremely popular. These have, I think, a little bit more glow, a little bit more reflection than the Summer Fridays if we're comparing them. But I like this one a lot too. For such a best-selling formula, this is great. But I think this one's a little bit more fun. It's a little bit more expensive from Ole Henriksen, the Pout Preserve Peptide Glimmer Vault, featuring their glimmer shades. It's $88 with a $115 value, but you get 5 glimmer shades and an exclusive shade. That's what gives it the value to be. When you can get exclusive shades, Cocoa Cream Glimmer. And that one will be limited edition, but you're also getting Lingonberry Jam Glimmer, Creme Brulee Glimmer, Strawberry Sorbet Glimmer, like all the glimmers, Citrus Sunshine Glimmer. I like the glimmers. They're kind of subtle, but they give a little bit. I like this one if you're into the vault aspect of things, and the glimmer is really fun. So this one I like a little bit better, not to mention the exclusive limited edition shade, making this that much more special, that much more for me to recommend. So I thought that one was a really fun set. Now the last brand that I'm talking about just for today, I will have more in the next videos, but I wanted to talk about my favorite skincare brand. I would say that this is my favorite skincare brand. Unfortunately, it's everybody else's in my life's favorite brand. I think I've put too many people onto Kiehl's because Kiehl's can kind of seem boring, but their stuff works, you guys. So Jose loves it, my mom loves it, my best friend just asked for me to pull Kiehl stuff for her, and I'm like, no! It's my favorite skincare brand. I want to hoard this stuff. But a couple of the sets that they have that I really recommend if you're just looking for a good, classic, no fuss, no frills skincare regime. They have the Ultra Hydration Duo set. This is my all-time favorite moisturizer. It is the, and I'm not going to say only, but it's the main moisturizer that I'm using throughout my pregnancy to help with my hormonal acne, which has gotten a lot better. This has never irritated my skin, and I cannot get enough of this moisturizer. There's no fragrance to it, nothing, but it does a great job hydrating without feeling too thick or heavy on the skin. So this one, you get a double duo. So it's just a good deal for that reason if you use it every day like me. So that's why I'm saving it. And then the last one for today's video overall is the Winter Skincare Survival gift set, because they low-key have some of the best hydration products for super dry skin. Talking about what's in here, the Ultra Facial Barrier Hydration Cleanser, amazing. Wash your face without drying out the skin. The Overnight Rehydrating Mask, super heavy duty, amazing. You get the classic Ultra Facial Cream, and then you get the Creamy Avocado Eye Treatment, which is also really nice. Just truly the perfect set if you have dry skin in the winter. Like this I would take with me to Spain, because if I was going this year, because my skin gets super duper dry. So if you have dry skin and you struggle in the winter, this is the set that I recommend for you as the ultimate Kiehl's fan. And it's just so funny that I've ended up loving their products so much, but they just don't do my skin wrong at all. And I normally like fragrance. I normally like the fun packaging. Kiehl's doesn't have it, but it just works so good that I don't care, and I covet their products. So I think that this little $48 set is fantastic. And that sums up part 1 of 41 of the best and worst viral Sephora holiday sets. Now, if you're like wondering where other brands are, next time we have like Tower 28, Kosas, Ilia, those clean beauty brands. Part 3, we're going to have the luxury brands. Don't worry, I'm going to cover it all. But I wanted to set us off with some of the most big heavy hitters, I would say, for the holiday season that tend to come out with quite giant holiday collections every year. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. As always, I will have all of the sets that I talked about linked in the description box for you, as well as tagged. I hope if you were intimidated or overwhelmed by all of the holiday sets that I was able to break it down just a little bit to make it a little bit more approachable. Make sure you tune in for parts 2 and 3, which I will be uploading pretty soon probably. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys, have a good one.
It's delicious.